you doing today?
Are you asking them or are you asking me?
Obviously the viewers, the one that are watching the video.
So, our feelings don't exist. I'm just kidding.
Good times. Real good times.
Are you excited for the season?
I haven't watched any of the preseason games yet. I know we've been doing well, which is good. And it's part of the rebuilding stage, so I'll watch eventually. But in the meantime, this is how it's gonna work. I'll watch when I'm able to. I don't have the time to watch them like before, but for sure when I'm able to catch a game here
But
and there,
you have the
I'll
time to
definitely
watch
them.
Squid Game.
Yeah, it's a perfect time. It's a break. But if you don't watch Squid Game, definitely watch it.
If you guys heard that sound, that man needs to change his brakes.
Yes, terrible. If you haven't watched Good Games, please watch it. What an amazing show.
Yes, sir.
Modern day. I don't give it away, but yeah, it's definitely an amazing show.
Don't give it away. I still haven't watched it, guys. A lot of my friends are getting pissed off at me because I haven't watched it yet, and they want to talk about it with me. And I just haven't each time I'm with them, they want to say something. I'm like, yo, don't ruin anything, bro.
Yeah, it's just shout out to the writer. His story is incredible regarding the show, its development, and how long it took him to actually make it. And when you watch it, you can tell it was a really crafted, well-made show. It shows.
You know what does show? Hold on. True. Just need to take the time, because time is an essence, and I gotta do something in a few minutes. That's a bar. Kusa on the beat. Look how far.
Yeah, rappers. I'm not surprised when rappers rap today, you know?
What is that supposed to mean? Like, how would you rate that bar? Like, honestly speaking.
The reason why I listen to old music, because that's the way I like it.
So you're saying you're not a big fan of Drake then?
I wouldn't classify Drake as old or new, to be honest.
So what is he?
Contemporary.
So he's just holding a spot?
He's maintaining his fort.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Drake, if you're watching this is not, I do not agree. So if you ever want to come on the podcast, bro.
Drake's not a new artist, unless you live in like Zimbabwe or somewhere. But
or unless you live in some part of Africa, bro. That's one.
Okay, some people are gonna hate this. We're not only Africa, man. There could be some part of China or India,
Middle East.
Anywhere in the world. You live in Antarctica or Greenland. You probably don't know who Drake is.
If you live in Greenland, you definitely don't know who Drake is,
yeah,
bro.
So it's like
there's definitely some countries who don't know who Drake is.
But the thing is,
that's okay.
If we stop the video there, who knows? Maybe 2 years from now, someone just pull the video up and be like, "Oh, we hate black people," or some crap like whatever. Just because that part. Everything's taken out of context these days.
Which is funny because the podcast that will jump obviously already dropped tomorrow. Well, which will be the day of this vlog drops.
Yeah, that's when it comes to the same day.
Is what we talked about. People taking things way too far and out of context. Stupid, bro. My opinion. It's actually funny you can't say it. Like, for example, like earlier today we met up, right? We got to do some stuff. We were talking about Dave Chappelle's comedy. Apparently he said it's a classic. It's like funny. It's his last one for a while. And you were saying that he's good at storytelling.
Master
right? And how his storytelling is authentic, but also he's trying to make you laugh. He's trying to give you a message. And he doesn't care how people perceive it because it's the truth. Why is he gonna hide away from the truth? You know, if you've seen it, you've seen it. You haven't, go see it.
No, it's incredible. Dave Chappelle, a master when it comes to speaking, storytelling, just an orator. What a gift, man. And I would say, like I said, actually Osama said, it's his last one for a while. And since it's his last one for a while, like the title suggests, it's the closer. So he's going all out as far as the subject material, his stance on how he feels, and how he's not willing to, silence himself for what he believes in. And plus, he does it in a way where it's very clear and concise as far as his messaging.
Yeah.
For those who oppose, by all means, I'm not here to debate with you on your views.
Because you'll lose.
Not even once you lose. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs.
Yeah, of course.
But when it comes to the art of comedy and the form, it's just one of those things you have to expect. You have to know what you're in for, you know? Like, comedians aren't politicians. They're not here to give you things cookie cutter form. They're here to talk about a topic and push it to its edge. Yeah. And when they push it to the edge, either they're good at doing it or they're really bad at doing it, right?
Yeah.
And for someone like Chappelle, he's been known for doing that for over 20 years. I guess it's the one time where he does actually push it to the edge on a particular topic that a lot of people have a problem with. But that's just comedy. That's in its realm. If you take what he says outside of comedy and put it in the education sector, or put it in the politics sector,
speaking facts,
or put it in the business sector, obviously it's wrong. it's unfoundable, it's not taken seriously, or is actually condemned, right? Because there's policies on how to conduct yourself in these various things. But in the world of comedy, it's unlimited as far as we can talk about. The reach, it doesn't matter. You can offend whoever you want. And it's up to you if you want to listen to it or not. At the end of the day, that's the number one rule about comedy. You have a choice to actually listen to it or not. That's it. So
people think that certain creators aren't allowed to make content because it's not catered to them. Well, it's not supposed to cater to you. Like, for example, let's bring up Drake. Drake only makes music for his fans. He's not making music for people who don't like it. He doesn't care if you don't like it. He's making music for people who want to listen to it. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Similar to Dave Chappelle on a smallest, on a micro level, because obviously comedies, in terms of music-wise, I think there's different viewers, but like, I hope people who know when you like, if you're gonna watch something on the purposes of hating on it, you're still making money regardless. So don't even watch it.
Like, you can't come in as an outsider, step into an art form that's been done for over 1,000 years, but especially like, let's say, in modern America in the past 60 years, and try to change the rules or the structure of it. You can't, especially when you're trying to reconfigure the structure of the house by the standards of the GOAT, who a lot of people consider to be the greatest of all time.
Dave Chappelle.
That's not how it works. You can't just walk into the NBA and be like, hey, we're gonna do this, screw you, Michael Jordan, how you feel about it? Like, MJ is MJ, he built it up to a point like this, so what he says holds matter. So you as an outsider who doesn't even have any care or understand the form itself, it's hard to come in and change the dilemma and the dynamics of such a thing.
Is
right?
Dave Chappelle the greatest comedian of all time?
Yeah, he is. For a long time, I had different people on my list. He was top 5 regardless. But what pushed him over the edge is really something that he's done something that a lot of people haven't done. Even in music, it's kind of hard to do it. You're the GOAT. You're potentially the GOAT, whether it's music, sports, whatever, because what you did during your prime, right? As we all know, in different aspects of entertainment, once a person gets out of their prime and they become old and they kind of lose it, like what they're known for, once they come back, it's not the same. And it kind of dilutes their legacy, right?
Yeah.
There's very few individuals who are able to come back beyond their prime at an older age and create art that's masterful, that's classic, that's everlasting at an older age. Very few people are able to do that in different arts. So when you talk about comedy, you have like Eddie Murphy, you have
Chris Rock,
Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, you have all these different people and stuff, right? Like, but they're in their prime, like people in their prime and stuff, right? But Dave Chappelle, the reason why he's the GOAT, he's one of the few comedians where obviously he had an amazing prime and he left and he came back. Not only did he come back and drop one special, but he came back and dropped like 5 to 6 specials of
in the past 4 years,
golden material. So it's
in the past 4 years.
So you can argue about which phase of his career is better as far as his stand-up, his material, his perspectives. He's never seen it done before.
Is there a favorite joke you have by Dave Chappelle? Or something where he's like, he said it and you like burst out laughing?
Of course, like as we all know, the Chappelle Show is a Chappelle Show, right? One of the greatest sketch comedy shows of all time. My favorite special by Dave is For What It's Worth, 2005. Amazing. Like that's one of my favorite stand-up specials. That's Dave in his natural element, man.
There's a lot of jokes I could say, but I feel like people are gonna get offended if I say them because
of how he's been able to stretch the paradigm of his legacy in such a beautiful way. That's why he's the greatest of all time. Because everyone else hasn't been able to do that. Maybe George Carlin, maybe it's debatable, but no one else, no.
You know what's one of my favorite jokes by him?
What?
He was talking about how Arabs took over the job of like black and Mexicans. Like now they're the ones that are the targets, and it's like thanks for taking over. I'm probably butchering the joke, but he's basically saying thank you Arabs for like messing up our whole world.
I remember.
Or making it better for them at least.
So that's the thing, like comedy is comedy. It's kind of hard to come into the art form and try to change it based on your political views about how society should work pertaining to different groups. That's not what it is. That's not what the art form is about.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. In any other sector, it's totally right. But in a form like comedy, where it's unlimited as far as what you can do, who you can talk to, there's no right or wrong. There's no hands-on, hands-off as far as the limit. And it's just one of those things.
Hands
Like
on,
you just gotta.
hands off.
If you can't respect it, you gotta at least accept it for what it is. That's pretty much it, you know.
Yes, sir. Well, with that being said, man, I'm hungry.
Same.
He owes me. He owes me a nice dinner today. It's like he doesn't owe me nothing. Where's your good friend?
Yeah, I'll definitely get you some raisins for sure.
Pause, bro. Why is it You know.